Fulton looks around suspiciously with his high-tech goggles that he loves more than life itself.
It's all dusty here, right?
Yeah, it is. It is dusty. Parts of it look like they've been cleaned.
Up
like
high, I'm going to mark an X right here.
Done.
He's about. I don't think he could reach the X to fuck it up. Okay, good.
So what is it? What is a Swifty?
You'll meet him someday. I hope you don't.
Okay.
Don't go through there. If that's a gate, you don't want to go through there. Don't go through there.
All right. I won't.
You will never be seen again, or you'll go crazy if that goes home. No, that's no good for anybody. I don't even know if I can take that. Well, no, nowadays I could, but no.
Is the library safe?
Of course it is. I walk out.
You do not necessarily feel reassured from that. Oh my God. You're feeling a lot worse. Would you? So you want to stay in line? He's wandering toward the exit right now.
Yeah,
before I go, hold on. Come here. Let's see if I can get this to work. Do.
I thought you were gonna do a hug or something. Come here. Hug. Now you're gonna die. I'm leaving. Bye.
Oh, where is it?
This is the advantage of getting to play with a lot of different people there, Alex. You beat up with all
Do I need a willpower roll? I don't need willpower to make magic work, do I?
Not here.
There you go. Boop.
What does that do?
So you can phase one attack.
Oh.
It lasts until you go to bed.
Oh,
all right.
Thank you. If I need anything, I'll call you.
Okay. I'm going to go with the guy, do your thing, and I will be right back.
Cool.
Right. He goes out of the library, leaving you once again by yourself. You know that it must be a fucking warped, devious mind that leaves a giant mousetrap with a candy bar on top of it.
Does my phone work here? Doesn't even come on.
Give me a willpower times 1 roll. You try to get it to come on.
Okay. Willpower times 1. Oh, failed.
No, your phone fails to work.
Damn it. Alright, well, I'm gonna, as quietly as possible, look around for, like, zoology/Morlocks.
Excellent. Let me check on the huge negative for this library because the players have never bothered to hire anybody to put it out. So give me a library research roll at a quarter or -60 as you spend hours and hours going through shit, looking desperately for this. There are thousands and tens of thousands, maybe millions, billions of books, and none of them seem to be organized at all. No problem. You spend a lot of time finding a lot of strange books and shit like that that have. You're thinking that if the players actually had money, which they don't, and if they actually hired people and stuff, which they won't, then it would take those people like a long time to put anything together here. But if they did, what a fucking resource this place could be. It's just totally untapped. Plus, it's bothering you because there's no word search. Everything's on hard copy.
Yeah,
a lot of
that
books
really
are
bothers
jammed
me.
to the shelves. It's just dreadful.
All right. Well, I mean, I spent a few hours, I suppose. And I don't hear any weird noises or anything during my time, right?
You thought you heard. Give me a listen roll. If you fail it, you'll be happier.
I really hope I failed it then.
All right.
Yeah, I fumbled it.
You heard nothing. You hear yourself. Yeah, flipping the pages of the big, huge ebook.
Cool.
This one says it's evil, but I know it's not because it doesn't have more locks in it. You know, you're just having a good old time. You're not hearing anything. It shows your guy looking through books, and then it shows the camera pan to behind him. It shows all these fucking creatures dancing around and then hiding and shit. Every time you look around, like, yep, everything's fine. And then they come back out and they're just doing all kinds of horrendous shit. And then you look around, they're all hidden again. Amazing, you're thinking. But fortunately, you fumbled your listen, so you're not at all shaken by anything here. It's just a big, dry, dusty, abandoned library thing.
All right. I want to try. Do I know? Because I vaguely remember that you can attempt to enter and leave the library, and if you succeed, it becomes easier, but if you fail, someone else needs to bring you in and out. Is that?
That's right. Yes, okay. Go ahead and give me a essence times 5 roll. Let's see what happens. This should be amusing for Logan.
Essence times 5 or times 3?
5 is going out is easy. Coming in.
Oh, okay. Cool. Essence times 5.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I made it.
Hey, you don't get a check in essence because you need to have it called for a time 3 or less, but you managed to fucking get out. You're so happy. Now you can go eat that dog you've been thinking about for hours.
I'm a wizard. Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, I guess I'll just
give me a cooking roll if you'd like to help prepare something that you don't mind eating as opposed to.
Yeah, I would like to. Yeah. That's cooking.
He's like, hey, I'll tell you what. Oh wait, no, he's gone. Never mind. He doesn't tell you shit.
I set the kitchen on fire.
No problem. The building is currently on fire. What do you want to do? It's burning good.
Crap, the butler's gone. Someone, I yell for like, servants, is there like a fire extinguisher somewhere
Fire
around?
Extinguisher?
Fire,
no.
Fire putter outer.
No. No. You're watching the drapes going up in flame and such.
Is there a oh shit.
By the way, for something else.
Okay. Luck roll?
Uh-huh.
That failed that one as well.
So, yeah. Kitchen's on fire. It seems to be spreading. It's almost like this building is made of old wood or something. Amazing.
Is there like a water hose thing?
There's a pump that puts water in the sink. There's a bowl you could begin trying to fill and stuff.
Oh, crap. Yeah, sure.
Cool. Give me an endurance roll. You're attempting to fight the fire, but my God, it's tiring pumping this thing. And then you take this small bowl of water, go, and then you got to pump your ass off and go. And even if you make your endurance roll, you're not sure that it's going to work because the fire seems to be spreading quicker than the water's coming out.
I failed.
All right, you're tired now. You're just leaning against the sink and the kitchen's barely roasting. I'm gonna pause for a second there because now the other guys should be on their way back. So give me a second.
Okay, cool.
That's a great scene for Chris to walk into.
What? I'm trying to fix the place and I end up burning it down.
I'm giving you some cards. Oh, that's fucking awesome. Holy crap. Yeah, got a couple of cards. There you go. That's some good
shit. Play immediately.
Yay.
Discard, and 2 others. Okay, sure. Whatever.
So you should be down to 2 cards after you get done.
Yeah.
Unless you have a nope or something in your hand, then you can stay at 4 cards.
No, I don't have any.
Fucking poor Chris. You'd be amazed how often this kind of stuff happens to new players. It never happens to the old players, but the new players, hilarity ensues. It is awesome. I love it.
I'm really tempted to get rid of this personal estate, but with the way things are going.
Well, you could simply walk outside.
I know. Yeah.
You're not trapped in by falling.
Yeah, I know, but like.
Yet. I mean, eventually, maybe, but you're still close to the exit because, you know, the kitchen has a kitchen door, so you just go. I mean, it's really going in there too.
Yeah, I mean, I guess my plan would be just close all the doors and hope the fire goes out. That's the only thing I can do.
You know, they don't really have a lot of airtight buildings and stuff here. This is kind of a post-apocalyptic thing mixed with some magic. And, you know, I'm sure if you had water spells, that would be a big help right now. But
the thing is, I have, whatchamacallit, the extinguish fire spell, but it only works on little fires.
That's right.
Not big fires.
Now, eventually somebody will invent that spell, but it might be a good one for you to do later. You should be down to 2 cards if you have the fuck your couch card.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, do it. How would I do this then? And this. Cool.
That's some good shit there. It's very satisfying. I appreciate it. Yeah.
I mean, look, it's just a kitchen.
Right. I mean, if it wasn't connected to the rest of the house, people might not even notice. By house, I mean giant ancient theater made of really old wood and packed full of combustible materials.
I don't know, maybe Doc has a special hose pipe of water. I don't know.
I'm sure he'll be able to save you.
Well, it's not me I'm worried about, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, on the other hand, you may not have to worry about upkeep costs anymore. So there's not really a downside for you here.
What room is the painting in?
The huge painting that is actually wall size, like large wall size, and that takes a couple of people to get down without tearing it, and then roll up and probably 3-4 people to carry it, unless they're freakishly strong or something like that. But even then, you want to have at least 3 so that it doesn't bend in the middle. That painting, that's deep. That's deep in the thing there, deep in the building. I mean, you could go try to rescue it by, you know, hacking it down, and then I'm not sure what you do after that. Maybe dragging it out. You could try that, I suppose.
How much time do I think I have before the fire reaches that area?
Oh, not much. I mean, the rate it's going and stuff, and plus it'll take a while to get down. I mean, because you want to get it down and hopefully drag out the several 100-pound thing before people get back and stuff, or the fire gets there. Which, you know, you want to give yourself some time. So, do you want to go for that? Do you want to be doing that?
Why is there no fire? I don't know what. If this was normal, I could just call 911 or something. All right. Yeah.
If you're in a civilized zone, this would be very easy.
Yes, I have to say the painting. Yeah.
All right. You go there, and fortunately, there is like a ladder in the room and stuff, so you can climb up the ladder to work on cutting it down. Now, I'm guessing you don't have any kind of specialized art type skills, so I'll tell you what. Let's go for dexterity, because you'll want to cut it down just right so you don't accidentally fuck it up and
right.
mess up.
I'm gonna play my plus 15%
Probably. Yeah, I can
do
see
not
that.
want to screw this up.
Yeah, you don't want to be the guy who destroyed that, right? I'm just imagining Chris's face. No problem. Yeah, you've got it cut down and you even roll it up. So now you've got several 100 pounds of, oh crap, I need to drag this for a long way through a toasty building that's filling with smoke. So this should be fun. Now, I'm going to need a simple strength roll at half, and by God, you and the painting will be outside.
At half, okay.
Uh-huh. It just shows you doing all the like slip and fall while you're trying to drag it, laying on top of it, trying to come on, go just a little bit. And you've gotten out of that room, but you are completely exhausted. You're feeling nearly spent. Unless you want to blow hero points on that, then you would get one more attempt, but this would be at a quarter. Or negative 60, whichever you like. I'd go for a quarter myself.
I'll just spend a hero point on this one.
But your chances of making are only 1 in 3.
Yeah, okay, so half, yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. You are doomed to. Well, by math, one more hero point should do it, but.
Yeah, I'll do it.
My God.
I'm not losing the damn painting.
Dun, 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 dun. One man versus a huge fucking hundreds of pounds painting. It is big, and it's an oil canvas. Even normal paintings weigh quite a bit.
Oh, finally, okay.
Cool. Excellent. Hold on, let me do some narration for Chris.
Okay.
First, I'm going to do his.
Do his thing first, and then.
And so don't say anything yet, please. Yep. This should be loads of fun. Cut to happy music as you and the butler are going da, 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 as you head down to the markets and stuff. The butler is now trying his appraisal roll. Now, keep in mind, this guy cost a lot of money because Pete didn't hire some like, I was living in the sewer and I got a job with you guys. No, he's actually good at it. So he does this as a living appraisal. Yay. And I
wanted to try to support just so I can get a check in it.
Yeah. And then he'll be happy to take your all right, and go for your support and bargain as he's working on bargaining. Essentially, he thinks that he can squeeze a couple of months out of this, maybe more. He's going for the more, though. Let's see what he can do. I believe he will spend one of his hero points, as some idiot hero point rated him. Great, cool. He says, he grabs your shoulder and shakes you a little bit. And he goes, "It's saved. We have saved the White Dove with this money." He says, "Here is 2,000 enough for you because then I've got 6 months of operating capital, maybe a bit more." Very good, sir. He looks like he wants to kiss you, but he resists. You guys head back with a spring in your step back to the smoking building. It appears that you can see some flames coming out of it. And out of one door, you see this little skinny dude in all black lugging a huge fucking enchilada of epic proportions out of it. It looks like he is just straining his way, dragging this huge white tannish enchilada thing out of the door, and he's like, and you see the building is literally going up in flames. And the guy you're with goes, He immediately begins working on organizing a bucket brigade. Your partner is currently laying on top of the burrito-like or enchilada-like tan thing and panting heavily. It looks like he's also coughing and whatnot from the smoke inhalation, and it just looks like he's got like black spots on him and stuff from ash and whatnot. And yeah, they're getting a bucket brigade going.
I help.
No problem. Do you have any kind of leadership skill? They could really use somebody to pull it all together.
Not really. The only things I could use would be like that I can even think of would be like acting and talent to try to make them listen to what I have to say.
Well, they'll listen, but I'll tell you what, give me a leadership role, which is a learn role. So you're going to check and learn if you make it. And if you do that, then you'll be able to really pull it. You'll be able to mitigate the effects of the damage. Otherwise, if you fail, then the butler will try his, which is better than yours, but not as good as somebody who can do this for a living by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, because he was really excited up until 15 minutes ago. So go for it, Chris. Show us what Doc Fulton is made of. This is the time where the rubber goes stretched over your face until you suffocate. So let's try the butler real quick here. He has no real great skill in this now. So, right, they managed to save the building. However, it's back down to the level 1 thing instead of level 3 that it was sitting pretty at. Needs extensive repairs again. But
what happened to the car?
Let's find out. Let's see. Since you asked about it, have Freddie please give me a luck roll. Lower is bad.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, failed.
Well, it's good news, bad news with the car. It's fine. It's still in the building, not on the same floor that it was, but close. It's just down a little bit as, you know, some of the burning timbers and, you know. But, yeah, it's still in there. It's just, it looks like somebody blackened it. You have no idea what's up, Fulton. The people are dispersing, going back to their own stuff. A couple of them pat you on the shoulder like, pity about your giant theater thing. But you know, with the help of the various townspeople and whatnot, because when there's a fire, after watching for a bit, when somebody yells fire or something like that, then, you know, you kind of gotta help out. Otherwise, it may burn your shit down eventually, or perhaps the whole town. You have no idea how it started or whatever, but give me a fire arson investigation roll, if you'd like there, Doc Fulton.
That's a write-in, I assume?
No, I think it's on the second sheet, actually.
Forensic? No.
No?
No, it's not. Oh, fire investigation. Yeah, it is.
Yes. Yes.
Didn't think I was going to get that.
Oh, I didn't know. All right, cool. It seems to have been a burning kind of fire.
I look at the butler and I was like, do we have insurance?
Insurance?
If people are suing people for other shit, why don't you have insurance as being this is part of what you do as a living? Wouldn't that be part of operating costs?
No. Insurance is a very rare thing. Usually it deals with shipments when you're shipping spices or something like that, in case bandits take it. But no, it's they don't really have insurance here. Nobody's ever brought that up for homes. I mean, it's odd, but maybe a good idea. I'll look into how we can get some of that.
Okay.
But we can rebuild. He puts his hand on your shoulder. We can make it better, stronger.
Okay.
I have no idea how this started, sir.
Yeah, me neither.
Try again. Try harder. I've killed less. And I'm talking about people that I adventure with. I've killed for less. Explain, please.
I mean, when I was done with the library research and stuff, I
Oh, that turned out to be the enchilada. Turned out to be the library pitcher, Chris.
I figured.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of hungry, so I just went to make some food. And well, the kitchen's not very well equipped, and
So you couldn't wait like an hour?
I was hungry.
I don't give two fucks. You couldn't wait an hour. You don't know how to cook well.
No.
And so look how much it's going to cost us.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'll pay you back eventually. Maybe.
Well, I cannot wait for what Josh and Alex has in store for you.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Hey, listen, just between the two of us, why don't we just not tell them? And I'll owe you a favor.
I almost spit up on my fucking keyboard.
Right. So I guess we're going to spend some time rebuilding the Dove.
The butler guy with his new money and stuff, he will take care of it. It's a slow, painful process and stuff. So he's happy to take care of it.
I mean, you have money now, right?
Well, you do. Hey, he says, well, I'll get essentially what his plan is currently is in order to get it past level 1, it's going, he's going to try to tell you what it is. He says, well, I think if I can get about 60,000, I should be able to get it back to where it was. That's about what we spent when you guys first moved in to get it up to where it was, you know, with the nice rooms that didn't smell of wood smoke. And yeah, so essentially he's going to make it a livable level 1. So it's a different kind of death trap than it was when you guys first got it. But either way, it's not good because each level is like about 20 grand to get up. And the PCs had put in about 60 grand before to get up to level 3. So yeah, do it again.
You know, if we had an army of slave Morlocks,
if we had a non-cooking fuck not burn the shit down.
Mm-hmm. Look, have you ever been so hungry that you just can't?
No. Have you ever wore someone's brain on top of your head to see if that you could gain their knowledge that way?
That's not how it works. No?
I know. I tried that once. I could try it again. Science is about experimentation.
I'm gonna go help that guy over there with the.
Do that, please.
Okay, I'm gonna go do that.
The butler gets several people to take the painting back in and store it in a dry room. It's still rolled up on the floor and such, but yeah, he's confident. Given time, he's not planning on using the money you guys just got because A, it's not enough to get up to the next level, and B, he wants to be able to have a job for a while. So yeah, he's just going to do the little things to try to get it done. He says, I'll get a cloth, sir.
Wouldn't it just be easier to buy another building instead of fixing this one? No?
Well, technically, says the butler, we don't own, and by we I mean you don't own this building. It's being rented to you for like 1 silver piece a year. So we have to put it back into good condition for the actual owner.
Oh.
They don't sue us. And by us, I mean you. Again.
So who's the owner?
He tells you the guy's name. He's one of the lords of the city.
What if we just did like a favor for him? Like, I'm sure he has something that needs doing from people such as ourselves, and maybe it can just forgive the whole debt of burning down the building.
You mean the huge building on a prime piece of land in the center of the city, sir?
Yeah.
I'll be sure to make a note of it for him.
No, don't mention anything to him, please.
Right. I'll just leave you guys to it. He looks at Doc Fulton. He goes, I was planning on going to get some alcohol to have a small celebration with you. Would I be safe leaving for a half an hour or an hour? Goes, all right. He just goes. You've got a couple. He's hired a couple of guys who basically have brooms, dustpans, and crowbars, and they're making sure that everything is not on fire anymore, and anything that was burned, they're trying to remove and stuff. Basically, clean up guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna help, but only so I'm not near Duck while this is all happening.
That's probably a wise idea. Eventually, the alcohol arrives, and he says, well, let me find some furniture that isn't too smoke-filled for us, sir. Cleans off some wooden chairs and such. Yes. Well, this does get rid of the problem I had when I was thinking about repainting.
I guess we're going to go for that smoky look now.
No problem. Yeah. He says, I've got my work cut out for me, sir. Don't worry, I will not let the building fall further into decay. I mean, it could be worse, he says, and rolls a luck roll. It could be raining. Fortunately, it doesn't start raining.
Well, why don't we sell the car too now that it's on the first floor?
Well, all right. I'll see what I can do.
I mean, it would help with the capital to get this thing
are you
back to
sure?
level 1 quicker, right? Back to working order, right? You don't talk. You're done.
Okay, fine. I'll be over here. Just call me if you need something.
I'll take care of it, sir. I'll take care of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, I didn't find anything on the Morlocks. Okay, cool.
Well, for that.
Yeah.
Logan might die. I think Logan might die.
What a great fucking scene. The look on Chris's face when I described it up there was like a little twitch on the eye. Problem. He sends out for food since the kitchen seems to be rather out of sorts. And you guys eat a nice takeout type meal. And a little bit of alcohol. You're fine.
I wish I would have thought about this a minute ago. Because I could have put it out rather quickly and saved more of it. But I'll have to remember that in the future.
What's that?
I could have become 100 foot tall and pissed on the building.
That would have been yeah. That would have been fucking epic.
I just looked down. I was like, oh, yeah, I got that thing now. Oh, well.
Yeah. It'd be tricky standing in the city and not stepping on other shit because the streets are not all that wide. But yeah, you could have. Pissing on the building would have taken people very much by surprise. I mean, at 100 foot, you could pretty much Godzilla through this fucking city if you really wanted to. Yeah. All right. Yeah, you guys have a nice meal. Doc keeps laughing hysterically from time to time. You don't know why. He may have lost too much sanity. Hard to say.
So, do we still have bedrooms to sleep in?
Oh yeah. The whole building's not leveled by it. Everything smells of smoke and shit like that. But other than that, yeah. Plenty of the building is A-okay. It's just part of it that's a bit crunchier than normal.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Fine.
Doc, I'm gonna just go stay over there for the night. If you need something, just yeah. All right, cool.
Okay. As he's walking away, I start casting spells at him to make him feel better about life. Oh, so that one doesn't work anymore. Fumble.
Okay. So fumble a card. Yay!
Your weapon is broken until I don't have a weapon out. So how does that work? Oh, if you're casting spell, you seem broken. Lose D20 MP.
What just pops out?
He might. No, he doesn't. He is far too mighty to pass out due to a mere fumble. Although it'd be better for you if you would.
2.
So you lose all the spell points from slow time plus 1 more. Good for you. Oh, and you're done casting slow time for the day because you'd fumbled it.
Okay.
Half the magic points from removed tracks. And hooray!
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, I thought if you failed it, it was 1. What happened to that? Is that changed too?
Yeah, that changed a long time. That changed. Yeah. It's always in this campaign. It's always been half the magic points.
Has it? Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna practice mine as well.
In your room?
Yeah.
That way he can't see you. Remove tracks actually helps a bit. Yeah. Right. I'll pull a fumble card for you. Come on, give me flames bursting out. You thought you heard flames and stuff from his room, like go, but it went away quick. And yeah, you were wide open there for a whole round in case Doc kicked in the door and hit you in the head. Just yeah.
So
other than that, you've lost all the magic points from that spell, and can't cast that anymore. That's it.
So it's all the magic points plus 1, or just
no plus 1. The plus 1 was when he rolled his D20 magic point loss.
Okay. Right.
So however many magic points that spell normally cast, if it's successful, went away, and you're done casting that spell for the day.
All right, I'm gonna try.
Which, if you'd done that when the fire was going, I would have definitely had it flare up, just because I'm a horrible person, and it's really tempting to light the room on fire right now because
I'll just practice this one.
Yay! New and Sandy, pyro. I like to light things on fire.
I'm gonna pull a Josh McKay on this guy soon. I'm gonna walk Shadow and drop him off somewhere.
Walking Shadow and dropping him off is the new swamp. Poor man. Hey, is there anything else you wanted to practice there, Freddie, or shall I cut to the next day? Do you still have magic points?
Yeah, I made both. Nice.
Cool. All right.
I want to heal as well. Just let me just heal. So times 3 is.
Oh yeah, the healing. That's 3 hit points back.
Cool. Do I have to check on that? Or?
Yes. Yes, and willpower, yes.
Cool.
Yeah. So no problem. I love, Chris, how it even says you made it by times 3 on the fucking stats and shit now. So easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. New people will have an easier time with it too, I think. So
I agree.
It's the next day. You wake up coughing from the shit in the air. A new fumble card. Hey, your fumble card is broken. Let me try a different one.
Wrong target team. I grabbed it. Like.
Oh, sorry. Cool. Magic point cost. If you were casting damaging spell, great. Yeah, neat. So, right, you guys get back together. It's the next day after a bit of coughing and whatnot from the particulates in the air. You guys are served a cold breakfast by the butler.
I'm just kind of sitting there, like twiddling my thumbs, just kind of looking around. Like, I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, just a bit of paint over here,
some new timbers over there. I mean, it'll be fine.
So look, while we're here, I'm gonna burn another charge, and I'm gonna do analyze magic on the smiley mask that we got.
Smiley mask. Can you remind me on that shit? Because which zone did you get it from?
It's where we got all the rest of the treasure that I was just describing.
That'd be DIY MMO land.
Yeah.
Where did you pick up the smiley mask though? Just like the old campaign, you have to keep notes of it because Logan has a lot of different zones and shit.
For some reason, I have a note next to it that's OBNAVET, Obnavet.
You might want to consult with somebody else to see where you got that mask from.
Oh, hold on. I know what that is. Never mind.
Oh, good.
Quick question. Because I cast a spell successfully at Learn, do I get a check in Learn or in Essence?
Because you did which?
I cast a spell at Learn.
Well, if you had the spell array, then you didn't. Then it's no longer Learn. The first time you get it, is that the first time you've ever cast that spell?
That's the first time I've ever cast it. Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, take a check and learn.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, you guys get together. Don't mark off a charge from your glasses, Chris, because until you can figure out where you got it specifically from, I have no idea because I have treasure literally all over the place. But, yeah, so Doc Fulton, his thoughts are going to different ways of punishing the guy you're with, and maybe some creative punishment, some sort of work detail or something, or putting him in mortal peril for fun, or whatever you come up with. I don't know.
But, so you want to go check out the temple where the Morlocks were coming from?
Sure.
No problem.
Whatever you say, Doc. Yeah.
I really wish I'd just on the extinguished fire and had his room burst into flame and him running out the dock go.
I wish the fucking palace still existed. I'd drop you off there too.
Right. You guys head back over to Clems and whatnot. The city is doing okay, although just wandering around, you can tell that the people here are definitely seeming beaten down, and there's other people who look much more official going around and scowling and keeping an eye on everybody and stuff like that. It's a pretty dystopian type of place that you've chosen to make a home in for reasons. But you guys had yeah, you do. Lots of magic works. That's probably it. The magic works, so everybody's like, we will live here. So you guys head over to the Clems, and boom, you're back in Burlington.
Before I get over there. Okay, now I'm good.
Right, and you're back in Burlington. You guys head over to the temple thing, and Doc, have you seen the temple thing before? that he's talking about? Cool. Let's see. Do both of you guys have space-time distortion maxed out for Sandlot?
Yes, I do.
I don't.
Excellent. I'll take a sandy roll from you then, please, sir. It's springtime for Hitler and Germany.
Wow. Damn.
Cool. So enjoy it, D6, sir. Ah, well.
That's a D8, sorry.
Well, I'd probably keep that roll myself, but it's up to you.
I'll keep the roll then.
Cool. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Over west of the lake, you should be able to see what the statue thing looks like there, Chris. And if you scroll down, of course, you can see what Morlocks look like.
Yeah, okay. I saw that, but I've never been. We didn't go inside. Like, we hadn't decided to go check it out. We drove down somewhere, and were we able to drive into there? Is that?
Oh yeah. Before you were. Now there is a new problem, however. The door seems to be missing. Because before
you can't go in anymore?
Apparently not. There seems to be some sort of iron blast door looking thing that's been dropped over it for some reason.
Yeah, that they open at nighttime. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go get some food and rest. I mean, hey, we can get food here at the inn anytime.
Yeah. Food.
Yeah. A short walk, free food. Look at that.
Happy Friday, says passing.
Happy Friday, fucker.
He thought I was Mr. Fucker. He tells the guy who tells his companion. Says his companion. You guys head over. Do you want to go eat at the bed and breakfast or at the A&W?
Well, I don't care.
Well, let's go to the bed and breakfast. Check on our friend.
Yep, you get a hearty lumberjack type special breakfast. It has a lot of like greasy, heavy food from the 1950s because they haven't heard of kale and don't know what a superfood is or care. Yeah, you guys eat a lot because you guys are leading a rather high octane life. But you've eaten, you feel better. The lady is friendly and whatnot. Her husband is, he's like, this is very odd. I don't remember having so many empty bottles at the bar. He goes about getting rid of the empties and, says, oh.
Hey, you're rather new at adventuring and such, right?
Well, not really, says the guy. I've never been. Oh, sorry. He goes off to do work.
You're pretty new at all this, right?
Yeah,
have you played the pinball machine?
That's broken. You mean the one in the A&W or?
Yeah, go play it.
But it's broken.
Go play it.
Okay. I'll go play it.
All right. You head over to the pinball machine. It says it's out of order, and it is not plugged in, and you have no money. These factors all conspire against you darkly.
I look over at the diner guy person.
He continues rubbing the same spot of counter, which has been kind of rubbed through a little bit, and looking forward.
How
hi.
Do you hi. How do you turn this on?
Oh,
yeah,
it's broken.
Okay, how long has it been broken for?
Oh, at least a couple weeks. By Sunday, we should have somebody out to fix it, though. Don't you worry.
Aha. So there is a Sunday. I knew it.
Of course, there's always a Sunday.
Wait, what?
he says, what?
What day is it today? Friday?
Friday.
What day is it tomorrow?
Why does it say what David on my screen?
I have no idea what that is.
Okay. It went away. Good.
Yeah.
He says, what?
What day is it tomorrow?
Saturday. And then comes Sunday, then Monday, then Tuesday, then Wednesday.
Yeah.
Then Thursday, and then we're all the way back to Saturday. So come back in 2 days and it'll be fixed.
Okay.
I plug it in.
Back.
Oddly, Chris, it doesn't actually turn on when you plug it in.
Wow. Well,
you know what? Let me try and fix it. Can I try and fix it?
Well, you don't have any tools, and it doesn't seem to be powering up.
Can I diagnose it? Can I find out
tool
what's wrong with
would be
it?
a big help. Right now, you're thinking the power outlet may have gone bad. Maybe. I mean, you don't have a lot of information here. Unless
I'm going to pop over to the hardware store, grab some stuff.
No problem. They give you all kinds of shit that you think might be useful, and they tell you they'll bill it to the bed and breakfast for you.
All right, thanks.
If the PC bills ever came due, they'd be fucked. Then he takes all the shit you wanted to walk out with, and he insists on wrapping it in white paper and tying it with twine.
I don't.
I'll just take a minute, he says.
All right, sure.
There you are, sir.
Thank you.
Yep. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Right.
Right. Then you go back and give me a electrical repair type roll.
Okay.
I'll support your electrical repair.
Thank you.
Bum, 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 bum.
So +5 to that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Are you serious?
It's broken.
You want me to try and then you help me?
Sure.
All right.
By one. Really by one.
Broken.
No!
Now he's got the cord in his hands. It's no longer attached to the machine, and he's fighting it like it's some sort of snake. It seems to be winning. No, he's stomping it down on the ground. Yes. All right. There. It's finished.
It's not my day today.
Fumble. Awesome.
Can I just try grabbing like a random appliance and plugging it into the socket, see if it comes on?
Sure. You go back to the hardware store, you buy something that requires being plugged in, you go and plug it in. Give me an electronics repair. Don't fumble. I just want to see a fumble so that we can watch something horrible happen with that. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Great. You plug it in and it works like a treat. It appears that the electricity is just fine.
Mm-hmm.
But you're pretty confident that there is no way you will ever be able to fix a pinball machine. Unless your skill goes up. If your skill goes up, you're welcome to come back and try again.
All right.
That's a nice bowling ball case you got there, says the guy behind the counter, because you've still been lugging this fucker around. Actually, technically, Chris, he has 2 bowling ball cases. So he goes around with a backpack on. Yeah, one is your special thing. And he seems super encumbered and not happy about it.
Well, we could go bowling for the rest of the day until, the sun goes down and then go into the place.
Sure, why not?
You guys head over to the Bolorama, and unfortunately, you discover a sign in the window that says it's closed for league night.
I'm gonna go in anyway.
Pardon?
Open the door. Is it locked or?
Oh yeah, it's locked. Of course, it's locked. It's morning though, so nobody's actually inside that you can see.
Hey Doc, if you want one of these bowling balls and you don't mind breaking in, I can get you one.
I really don't want to carry around a bowling ball, honestly.
Alright. I mean, it might be worth some money. Just saying.
Slowly building back our money for the dove, yeah.
I'm trying to help, alright?
So awesome.
Because, look, the only way you can get this is if you bowl a perfect 300, and the only way to do that is to cheat, and the only way to do that is if no one's around to see you, which is what we did. So, do you want to just break in, or?
I look around. Is there anybody out and about?
Oh, yeah. People are wandering around. When you look at one of them, he goes, "Happy Friday!"
Happy Friday.
He says, by the way, given the prices you got for your other magic items, you were thinking that magic items don't sell for a huge amount there, unless, of course, it's the giant fuck-off size Chris used to power cars and shit like that. But
yeah.
Because, it comes down to, sure, it's groovy leather armor and stuff like that. I'll be sure you mark that stuff off.
Oh,
but,
I did.
Good, man. But it's groovy leather armor, but, what are you willing to give up to get it type thing,
Mm-hmm.
It's not like D&D where it's like, I've got a +1 sword. I'll take this house with fully stocked, please. All right.
Yeah, I know. It's not stupid.
Right.
Well, we can always sell it somewhere else that would pay more for it. And then take that.
Well, there's
money.
nowhere else that really has a high enough magical axiom that it would work for. If you bring it to a zone that has not a lot of magic, where it might be worth more, it might not work. And then like, oh well, it doesn't work. Why do I want this shit? So that's probably the best place to sell that.
Yeah.
Because in MMO land, that's like shit that's like laying around. Like, oh, it's okay.
Yeah. What about Beast King land? No?
Something's happened to the magic axiom there. It's a little bit rougher there now.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it's up to you if you want one. I don't know.
I really don't care. So let's wait until nightfall and then go into the temple.
All right.
You said that you said you've cleared it out, or you said you didn't get to look at everything in there.
No, what happens is, or what happened, I don't know now, but every evening this loud ass alarm goes off. The whole town becomes hypnotized, and they just walk into the temple, get ushered through the gate on the other side by the Morlocks, and turned into sausages. Now, we killed maybe a dozen or so Morlocks, but I'm sure there's more of them further in, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's still more there.